How is everybody doing this morning? I'm looking around because I misplaced my other phone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Good morning, Donzel. Good morning, Nancy. How you doing up there, Nancy, with your weather? I know you're probably cold too. Let me give everybody a chance to come on in, come on in. Where's my other phone? I have no idea. Good morning, good morning. I'll find it eventually. It's got to be out here somewhere. I'll find it. Good morning, brother. Just so you know, brother, I can't find my other phone and I had it with me. Good morning, KR Rosen. Good morning, good morning. The poll is up. I'm going to open my email, brother, in the event you need to email me for something. I'll see the notification come up, but I can't find my other phone this morning. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing with this weather? I feel like all over people are going to be cold this weekend. It was very cold out here on my sun porch this morning when I first woke up. So I got my hat on. I'll switch out my hat in a little bit. I just wanted to warm up with the fireplace real quick. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If you can hear me, let me get the thumbs up. KR Rosen, this is your first time with us in a live stream, right? I saw you commenting on a lot of the content, so I really do appreciate that. And so I wanted to say thank you. Good morning, soil in my canoe. Good morning. I like your picture. I like the picture. Good morning. I'm gonna give everybody a little bit to wake up this morning. If you're new, come on in, say good morning. Hit that thumbs up while you're in here. Some happy poop. Thank you, brother. Does that mean you're happy this morning? Does that mean you're happy this morning? Thumbs up. Perfect. You can I'm hoping everybody can see this morning. I mean, not see. You can hear. Um, I have my mic on a little bit different than I normally wear it. You found me on CC's Texas Garden. Casman. Is that your name, Casman? All right. Welcome, Casman. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything. All right. This morning, we're going to be talking a little bit about spring, but I'm just pretty much giving everybody time. You see me looking around because I have a work phone, y'all. And normally I have my work phone with me. In the event something happens on the stream, my mods, well, my brother can text me or call me. But now I don't have it, and it's bothering me this morning. But I'm going to keep going nonetheless. Let everybody come on in. I know a lot of people might be sleeping in. It is the weekend, and I am a early riser. I've been up for a couple hours now. But when I came downstairs to the sun porch, because it's so cold outside, it was freezing on the sun porch. So I'm trying to warm up, hence the hat. And I got my coffee this morning. So everybody come on in and take the poll, say good morning. And I'm going to start talking about gardening and what we're doing to prepare for the spring. Like, are you guys ready for the spring? I don't know about anybody else, but I am 100% ready for the spring. So come on in, everybody. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Take the poll. The goal is set for the day. Okay, so I see people taking the poll. Good, good, good. All right. So, brother, how are you doing this morning? Is it cold down in Florida? Let me know. Is it cold down there? I feel like it's just super cold here. Super cold here. 80 degrees. Are you trolling me or is that like for real 80 degrees? Good morning, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I forgot. It's hot. Send me some of that heat because I could use it. Good morning, J3. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Man, it's cold here. I put the temps up on my channel this morning about how cold it is. And I'm grateful to have woken up this morning and all those things. But goodness gracious, It is cold. Happy birthday. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning. Good morning. Rachel, where are you located? I'm surprised for you to be up so early, unless you're an early riser like me. Good morning. Good morning, Chanel. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome on in. Arkansas? Oh, you're up early then. Up early. I appreciate it. I really do. Come on in and take the um he not telling stories up early in the morning. I didn't even check his weather, so I don't know if he's telling us stories, telling stories this morning yet. But everybody, come on in, take the poll. Let me know what you're doing before we start this morning. Um, I should check the weather to see if you're telling a fib, brother. I should check it. All right. So before we get started this morning, let me just do some housekeeping rules. This is regular. If you've been here before, you already know what the housekeeping rules are. Number one, please, as you come in, hit that like button. As you come in, hit the like button, everybody. Come in, say hello, hit the like button. Number one. Number two, this is a PG-13 stream. We like to keep it gardening focused. We do like to have fun. So make sure you go in, you pop any comments and questions in the chat. I like to be as interactive as possible. Interactive as possible. Um, Number three, take the poll. Number four, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do go in and hit that subscribe button. And is that all my, oh, and number four, we have a goal set this morning. We're going to have a goal set and we want to celebrate and do all the things. So help me reach the goal if you can. All right. It's currently 2 degrees there. So let me just give a few more good mornings. I think I saw Bougie Pepper come in. Grand Rising to you too. It is cold. It's currently 2 degrees there. Whew, that's cold, Chanel. It feels like -1 here. I have not been outside. And of all days, this is a day that I'm going to have to go outside later. Y'all, I'm going to do some self-care today. After the stream a little bit later this afternoon, I scheduled myself a massage. Can you believe it? Um, Good morning, Shelly. Shelly says, good morning, chat and chat family. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody come on in and take the poll. Come on in and take the poll. Come on in and take the poll. So I did a lot of prep work for today because I knew I wasn't going outside. And you know what? Before I get started, I did not stream last weekend and I wasn't feeling well. And I think a lot of you guys assumed that it was the weather and I had a cold. I did not have a cold. It was not the weather. Um, I had a little bit of issues with my ear and my throat and everything. And it turns out that it was because I was not wearing my mouth guard to sleep. Chats and chat family, I wasn't wearing my mouth guard to sleep. So I ended up, you can Google it, something called TMJ, where when you grind your mouth and everything like that in your sleep, it causes like jaw pain and ear pain. And I was suffering last week. So I used the time to do some self-care. I relaxed. I did some gardening offline content and I did a lot of things. So you'll see it hit the channel soon, but I was quite busy trying to, have you guys ever tried to clean up and in the process of trying to clean up, you messed up? So that's kind of what I did last week, except for I did clean up just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. So let's get started. Everybody take the poll this morning. I'm gonna leave the poll up for a while because what I really want to start talking about is, are you guys ready for the spring, right? So Donzel's saying, good morning, everybody. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to, and I don't know how to change it. I forgot to change my phone to the live chat. Brother Shelly, when we finish with this live stream today, remind me to Google how to do the live chat on my phone because I can only see it on the computer. So my phone may skip a few of the messages. So I'm not reading your message. I just don't see them, everybody. And before we get started, so I don't have to squint today, I'm going to put on my glasses. Just so that I can see it. Grand Rising, that's my art. Welcome back to the stream. I'm happy to be back this morning. I actually woke up before I was supposed to because I was just up. So I know a lot of you guys get up early, so I appreciate you guys for getting up early with me. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about what happens. Oh, this is not good. So when I put on my glasses, my face is warm, so my glasses fog up. Y'all ever seen that meme of the guy that got his glasses on that fog up? Okay, that's better. All right. Everybody's saying good morning. So, did everybody have a chance to take the poll? If you took the poll this morning, give me a thumbs up if you already took the poll. Let me see. We got 14 people that took the poll already, so that's good. That's good. Good morning, Jessica. Grow with me. I saw what you tagged me in. They look delicious. Jessica made the biscuits too, you guys. Um, Good morning. Thumbs up. Perfect. All right. Everybody took the poll. It looks like a lot of people are taking the poll. Perfect. So, I was going to say it might be chilly inside, but it's more than chilly outside, right? It's more than chilly outside. It's cold. It's cold, right? So today, in the comfort of my own sun porch with the fireplace lit, we're going to talk about what we should be doing post winter. So, like when all of this cold is over, what are we going to do when all the cold is over, right? So, I just say you take a diagnostic test of your garden, and that comes with several things. I'm going to try to break it down into 4 different sections. I have a couple pictures. Why do I look frozen? What is going on here? Oh, okay. See my computer playing games with me this morning? It's okay though. Um, yes, Shelly, those biscuits did look yummy. You saw it too, right? Let me try not to get as distracted this morning. I don't want to end the poll yet. All right. So we want to talk about the four. I'm gonna break it down into 4 different pieces. What we're gonna do when this cold weather is over, because I know all of us want the cold weather to be over. Well, mostly all of us. My brother wants all of the snow. He wants all of the cold. He loves it, right? Right, brother? But we're gonna talk about your assessment. We're gonna talk about your bed cleanup, your tools, and then we're gonna end it off with some Q&A, a little bit of Q&A. So if you guys have questions, let's just drop them in the chat and say all the things and everything that we're doing, right? So, and like I said, ask questions, chime in, everything throughout, because everybody doesn't do or garden the same way. We all do things differently. I've been gardening since what, 2018, 2019 ish. And we all do things differently. And I like to say, or I love to say, there is no right or wrong answer to um, there's no right or wrong answer, hold on, to gardening. Now, there are some dramatic things that you could do that's wrong. Don't get me wrong, right? There's some dramatic things that you could do. But I just feel like there's no right or wrong answer. Everybody does things differently, right? Everybody does things differently. Good morning, Miss Cheryl. So the first thing that we want to talk about is um, after the winter is over, what's the first thing that you do in your garden? So let me, Michelle, go in and take the poll real quick because I want to see what you guys say. And then I'm going to go into my talking points for today of what we're going to do for the garden, right? So one of the first things you do, how many people? We got 18 votes, 19 people in here. If you didn't take the poll, let's go in and take the poll. I can't take the poll. Maybe it's counting me too. Perfect, 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 Miss Cheryl. She says she's in the bushes. All right. So here's what I do. I'm gonna tell you what I do, right? So in this poll real quick, let me see what everybody said. You can see what everybody said. All right, perfect. So 67% of you say you walk around and see what's new. 21% says you start raking and cleaning immediately. 6% say that you check your tools and see what you need. And then 6% of you say you start a list of plants that you need to buy or want, plants or seeds, right? So one of the first things that I do, and this is what determines the rest of the things, is I kind of walk around my garden, right? And so it's kind of like being a garden detective. You want to walk around to see what's what. You want to walk around to see how your soil looks, if there are any plants that need to be pulled out, anything that needs to be pruned, if you have trees or bushes. So that's the first thing that I do, right? And so for those of you that said that you start raking and cleaning immediately, why do you do that without looking first? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious, like, why do you do it? So you could just put it in the chat if you put start raking and cleaning immediately. Are you just excited and you want to plant like as soon as possible? Let me know. Let me know what you do. So one of the things that I do is, let's say I have something out in the garden or in the yard that I've never seen before. I'm notorious for taking my phone out and recording or taking pictures, right? Because then I'll come in and I'll look at the pictures to see if it's something that I haven't seen before. And what I'll do is I'll essentially start Googling the pictures, or on Google, they have this thing where you could upload a picture and ask it what it is. So like I do that because I just want to make sure I know what everything is. I don't want to touch anything that's going to give me some type of bacteria or anything like that. Good morning. Good morning, Fortune. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so Jessica, you said that you start raking and cleaning because you prepare daily, and yeah, that's good. So, Jessica, what gardening zone? Like, where are you located? Because I don't know about you, but I'm gonna tell you about me, right? I can't go out there daily. It's snow on the ground, it's cold, so I'm not going outside to see what's out there until the snow melts, until it's warmer. Um, that's my art. You make space for the new plants to be put in. That too, that too. So I need to see what all I'm going to put out there. You're in 8B? Oh, that's nice. I wish. Good morning, G Mama. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, like I like to go out there and I make an assessment in Georgia. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. I get it. So here's the thing, and let me know when you go outside. How many of you guys step that? Those of you that have in-ground gardening, or the beds. Do you go outside and do you ever step in your garden? Do you ever step in your garden? I want to be able to see the garden without clutter. Zone 8B, then you can decide what's going where. Exactly. Please do not spam my chat. Brother Chanel, Shelly, can you handle it, please? So yeah, we're reading the soil without stepping on it. And so here's why I ask it. Never step on your soil without managing it, right? So, good morning, she is sunshine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here we go. There we go. Um, oh, you have animals. Outdoor excursions are required. When you're not in a rush, you casually walk around and drink your coffee. That's what I do. That's what I do. So you step in your garden bed, Fortune. Okay, okay. You step in your garden bed. So the golden rule is to never walk on never walk on or work your saturated soil. So if it's like super wet, don't do that. Um, and that's because you don't want to damage the structure for the entire season, because it'll compact it, right? So another thing you should look for, how many of you guys have the bulbs in the ground that come up yearly, like your tulips and your snowdrops or stuff like that? So it also helps you um, see all of the bulbs and stuff. You don't want to compact it. And so yeah, like that's why I don't step on my garden bed, because I don't want to do it. And then another thing that I do as well is um, for those you don't make things to step on your soil. You don't bag as okay, gotcha. Yeah, when it's not wet, leave it alone or work the soil. That's right. So you want to wait until it's like crumbly and not wet. So if you reach your hand down in with gloves on, right? Because you don't want any critters in your nails and in your cuticles. If you squeeze it and it's not crumbly, or it's like a sponge or like brownie mix, don't step on it. No bulbs in the vegetable garden space. You don't put any bulbs out there. Why? So when we first, good morning, Nichols. How are you? Good morning, Unique. When we first bought this house, who the previous owner had bulbs all around the garden. They did mainly like flower gardening though. So I left some of them. Some of them came out. I'll admit, I took some of them out. If they were in my way, they came out. You've got daylilies near your veggies and irises. That's great. I bet you they're super um, super, super pretty. The Garden Glove Club. That's right. 100%. 100%. So let me just show you a little bit of kind of like what we do, right? So y'all know that I overwinter peppers, right? So when I go out for the first time, I my rose bushes and some of the even the overwintered plants that I put in the garage, I do the scratch test to see if it's dead or not. And if it's you scratch it and it's green, then it's great. If you scratch it and it's not, then it's not so great, right? So let me just go through. So Unique came in. She says she has dahlias, no gloves, and you put flowers and bulbs in different areas and pots. 100%. Dirty Hands Club? Absolutely not. They're around the garden, but not taking up food space. Gotcha, gotcha. Garden Glove Club. That's right. You just started gardening in May. I just bought my first bulbs. I just bought my first raised beds, and you need to find a spot to plant it. Good luck. Good luck. Yes, they are around the garden, to be honest. I've always forget to wear gloves. Terrible hands. Ooh, okay, okay. I get you. I get you. So here's one thing that I bet most of us forget, right? How many of you stretch before you go out in the garden? So you got to give yourself a good stretch. So not only does the garden need working out, you need working out. You don't want to go out there and start moving stuff around and pulling stuff, and you go out there and you hurt your back or you pull something, right? So do some gentle stretches for your back, your shoulders, and legs to prevent soreness. Because for those of you that do nothing during the off months, going outside when the spring hits, just fresh and new, you're going to be hurting. I don't know how much. And then you might figure out, oh, okay, I'm hurting and I don't know why. It's because you went out there in that garden before you doing your stretches, right? Thank you, G Mama, for the heart, the floating heart. Jess says, me, you at the gym now? That's what I'm talking about. Pilates is a great pre-garden workout. Okay. Stretching sounds like a good idea. You never thought about stretching? You gotta. You gotta. Good morning, Danielle Blooming Garden. Good morning. Welcome to the chat. Helps with balance. It does. Stretching is important. Garden yoga will change your life. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. So yeah, make sure you go out. And like I said, a lot of people they don't remember to stretch before you go out in the garden. I see a lot of new people in here today, and I appreciate you for coming in. While you come in, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all of you for coming in. Also, I know we should all do garden yoga. Maybe that's a good idea, Fortune. Maybe you could. That's something that you could do. Oh, look at that! Thank you, Unique. Thank you. You know what? I almost forgot to turn on my little button. Look at Unique. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the dono. Thank you for the dono. Let's everybody give Unique a little. Let me give it a little like there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Hey, Okie Growers, welcome into the chat this morning. I don't know if I said good morning, but good morning. All right. So this is not a popular thing. And for the garden club, I'm specifically going to say this for you, right? I'm specifically going to say this for you, right? That sound reminds you of Bob's Burger. That's right. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you, Nichols. Here's what I'm going to say, right? Personal protective equipment. That's what gloves are, right? That's what gloves are. For me, gloves are non-negotiable for protecting you from thorns and bacteria. Thorns and bacteria. How many of y'all touch something and you're like, ow? If you have on gloves, you can kind of prevent that. I don't know about you guys, and they say that, oh, you got to be one with the soil. Guess what? You can be. You can be one with the soil with your gloves on, okay? And then sometimes if you're like pruning and you got, the bigger shears and things like that, make sure you go in, right? Make sure you go in and wear eye protective things because you don't want anything shooting up in your eyes. That's the worst thing that you can have is like you trimming a bush or you snipping down your rose bush and everything like that, and then something pop up in your eye, right? You don't want anything to pop up in your eye. You know that gloves are better. You need thicker gloves for these cactuses you have. That's right. So I I buy gloves from the big box store, Home Depot. I get a lot of them from Amazon and all those things. But hey, I mean, look, I like gloves. A lot of people don't like gloves. You want to be one with the soil. Good for you, not me. You sound like my boss. You're always getting the PPE lecture. That's right. Your soil keeps you from getting sick, but you're doing your roses. You will have gloves on. Right. You totally agree with gloves. That's right, G Mama. I agree. And contrary to people's beliefs, I know that a lot of people don't believe in shots and things like that. But let's say that you do get, cut or something in the garden. Everybody just make sure that you're up to date with your tetanus shot. Good morning, Miss T. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're traveling safe out there. I saw you with your daughter. That was super cute. So yeah, make sure you keep up with your tetanus shot. You know, bacteria lives in the soil, and it's a good idea to keep up with your boosters, right? So true at Gloves Protecting. Hired help was recently trimming back your pampas grass and mounds, and he needs some long arm gloves because he was getting cut up. That's right. Um, I find it difficult to work with gloves. So here's the thing, right? I think you said your name is Kat. Remind me your name, Kay Rosen. Here's the thing about what I say about gloves and gloves that fit. When you find that glove that you like the most, get a couple pairs of them, because I've gone through many, many, many different pairs. There are gloves that I like. There are gloves that I don't like. Casman, thank you, thank you, thank you. So you have to find the ones that you like. Good morning, Tamiko. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. So yeah, like you just got to make sure that you do what is best for you. So let me just type up something real quick. I want to put another poll in the chat, right? And for those of you that walk out in your garden and you're, you know, doing all the things and looking at all the signs, what is the most common winter damage you find in your garden? And those of you that live in warm weather, you might not say anything. You might not have any damage at all. So let's do this. Good morning, Cece. Broken branches. And then, Cece, how you making out with the cold over there? Good morning, Rose. We have a lot to say. Who is we? And then I'm going to put this. And then I'm going to put, and I'll explain what animal damage is in a second. All right, so let's start this poll. Computer, you better act right. All right. So tell me, what do you, all right. Weeds taking over for you. Good morning, CC. Moles and voles damage in the grass area. Exactly. Everybody's saying good morning, good morning, good morning. People in warmer places. They make thorn-proof gloves for thorny bush handling. They do. You just want to be outside and pull your cayenne pepper in. There was, I know your answer. Oh yeah, I do know your answer. You're right. Listen, I'm gonna say this because I was in a live stream, right? I was in a live stream. I was in Nicole's live stream, and her neighbors have animals, and their animals like to come close to their fence. And I think you said the bunny rabbit was coming over, and this is this. Okay, I mean like weeds, not weed. So I told her that when they come knocking on the door and they ask, have you seen, let's say their turkey's name is Poo Poo. Have you seen Poo Poo? I'll be like, no, I ain't seen him. You know why? Because Poo Poo will be gone. Poo Poo would not harass me anymore. Good morning, Chris. Um, you know what I'm saying? Poo Poo will be gone. Yes, you gotta get some Amazon like $8 stuff. Catch it when it price drop. Right, 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 right. So yeah, y'all know. I know y'all know what I mean. Poo Poo will be gone. You seen him? I ain't seen him. That's what I would tell them. So here, everybody go in and take the poll. Let me stop cutting up with y'all this morning. It's still warm there, but raining. CC, I posted the weather on my page this morning. It's Tamika Poo Poo is stock, gravy, jerky, dinner, hash, and all. See what I'm talking about? I know that I got some like minds in this chat here this morning. Poo Poo will be gone, okay? Poo Poo gone. And you make sure you tell Desmond the same thing. If they come over and they actually be like, I ain't seen him. You know what I'm saying? I have not seen him. Okay? So I have a big mulberry tree in my backyard. So I have to watch, and we had to replace the top on our shed a couple years. And I bring that up, and this is why I put in the poll broken branches. That tree, we have been trimming and cutting on it for years, right? Because eventually we're going to take it down. The roots of it are like growing under the gate in the back, and that's how the little bunny rabbits, when they come over, they come in. But I scared the bunny rabbits off. I went out and I was running out in the yard. So a lot of these animals are afraid to come over here because I get like a crazy woman sometime and I go running out that will be the first time I would eat. Okay, CC. Uh, yeah, mulberry is good. Chas always has an awesome crowd. I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate it. I'm just looking back to make sure my fireplace is still going. So yeah, like, listen, Poo Poo would be gone and it'd be ate. Somebody would eat it. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna eat it because I just don't know about that. I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay. So like I said, we have this mulberry tree. It produces a lot. It drops these berries down in my garden and all that other stuff. Um, Casman says that your neighbors leaves your cat outside and you don't mind much before you started gardening. Now yeah, so when the cats go duty in the soil, yes, I don't like it. We got stray cats that live next door, and CC, wait a minute, you actually chase something? Yes. So the cats next door, when I see them out in the backyard, I go running out there like I'm crazy, and my neighbors think I'm crazy, and that's okay. That's okay, because I want them to keep their dirty little cats out my yard because they come and they start dutying in the garden, and I don't like it. So someone gave me a great idea. There are these mats that I think I'm going to buy this year and put them down so that we don't have duty in the garden, okay? You have backyard full of pecan trees, drop limbs, attract squirrels, and shade for the garden. Lots of headaches. Lots of headaches. Yeah, that's okay. So they are stray and they live next door because he feed them. He don't bring them in the house, but they go over there to eat and they're stray cats and they be all around the neighborhood, right? All around the neighborhood. I don't like it. Um, Larry, my grandmother would love being over there by you. She loved her some pecans and pecan trees. I actually thought about buying a pecan tree and putting it in her yard. Yes, they are spike mats to place in your bed. Yeah. So Gwen's not on this morning, but Spider Gwen, one of my channel members, she has those spike mats in her garden. Um, yeah, he considers them his pets, and he has a dog. They keep the rats away. I'm not really worried about rats so much, but I understand why you say that. I need them to keep them squirrels away. Good morning, Four Seasons. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So yeah, you found a couple dead bunnies. Oh, how they die? Like something is killing the dead bunnies, or did you unalive the bunnies? Like how to Rose, let's chat. We're gonna chat, right? You say you found some dead bunnies. How? Right? So, but yeah, so there are things in the garden that I got a little sidetracked. I saw her say something about the dead bunnies. Gee, Mama don't like that. Oreo, Oreo wouldn't like that either, huh, G Mama? Pecans are your favorite, but you would never grow them because you have terrorist squirrels. Me too. The squirrels be all up in this mulberry tree, unalive. Yeah. Whew. That's a lot. J3, you must have finally had your coffee. You coming back and speaking to everybody? All right, so let's just talk about the debris in the garden, right? So let me see what everybody put in this poll as to what damage. If you didn't have it, I'm gonna leave it up for a couple more seconds. If you did not take the poll real quick. We got 21 votes, 21 votes, 22. Okay, so a couple more came in and took it. Let's see. There we go. All right. 40 seasons. I'm back. Live. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about good debris versus bad debris. And you can differentiate the difference between good debris and bad debris, because I know we like to leave a lot of things in the garden. So good morning, Miss JK. Let me end this poll real quick because that's what I was doing. Okay. So based on the poll, most of you have the same thing that I have: broken branches from snow and wind. So let me tell you why I put plants pushed up out the ground. So have you guys ever heard of, and where's my, I wrote notes so that I can kind of show you. I have a picture, right? Have you guys ever heard of, where is it called? Frost heave. So I noticed in my, we have somebody new here. Keisha, stay blessed. Thank you. Leaves. Okay. So I noticed because I went out, I want to say one day last week, and I have this in my garden, right? So I have what we call frost heave, right? And that's where, I don't know if you can see this picture very well. Your dirt has all the frost and snow in it, right? So I have frost heave all around my garden. And yeah, KR Rose in her first garden. And so Rich might be napping, but Cece, usually I don't see everything, but I have the live chat on. I think on my computer I have it to where I can still see everything, which normally I take off because y'all know I get distracted very, very easily. But I'm not on it today, and nobody wants to see me break this internet today because I will. Okay? Okay. So let's mods help me out here. Let me keep my flow, okay? So like I was saying, I have frost heave in my garden. And frost heave is where the soil pushes up your plants, and it gets frozen and it just pushes them out of the ground, which I've never seen before until this year. And that's why I put it in my poll right there. So I've never seen it. Have you guys ever seen it? I've never seen it, right? So that's one of the things. So there's such thing as good debris and bad debris. A lot of us leave the debris out because we use it as mulch, but not everything is, what do you call, good for your garden, right? Not everything is good for your garden. It's going from warm to cold too fast. Exactly. CC, I never saw it until this year. And maybe I never saw it until this year because I never paid attention to it until this year. So it's basically all the cold, and no, it's not pushed up by the critters. It's pushed up by like the freezing soil. And y'all remember those plants that I put out in the garden from the hydroponic system? And they're there. I went outside and they were like pushed up, and I can tell the difference between the soil that was just like regular ground and then the potting soil that they were in. And they were, yeah, It's like frozen matter all down in here, and it pushes your plants up out of the garden. So this is the picture. I've never seen that before until this year. So just go out, especially if you're in a very cold temperature, and pay attention. And after the stream is over, if you come back to the stream, drop a comment to tell me if you've ever seen frost heave. No groundhog or moles. They are sleeping right now over under someone's house, apparently. Keep looking back there to make sure. Yeah. So at my grandmother's house, she has voles, and you can see them frost. Yeah, you spelled it right. You can see them making tracks all through her yard, right? This winter is whack, too warm, and it's sudden cold blast. We the same. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. 100%. So let's talk about the good matted leaves versus the bad ones. And when I say bad ones, growing with Lady Mensa, good morning. How are you? Good morning, Hutch. Good morning. September. Everybody that's coming in, good morning. Good morning. So yeah. And when I say good mulch versus bad, I mean like be careful of all those leaves and things that are down, because it could be like slugs and different things in there. So just be careful, like kind of spread it out before you rake it out, and give it time to dry out before you use it as mulch. Good morning, Miss Shirley. How are you feeling this morning? I hope you're feeling okay. So there's good debris and then bad debris, because you got to differentiate between beneficial chop and drop material and wet matted leaves that harbor slugs and diseases. So be careful how you, Hutch, good morning. Be careful how you rake your leaves, right? So, and then you also got to do, for those of you that do container gardening, make sure you pay attention to your containers, because the top layers are like a breeding ground and it's like you want to remove those top layers, like move it around to make sure you don't have like the slugs and then all that other stuff, right? So for container gardeners, your cleanup is a bit different. You want to pull the entire plant out. Sometimes check the root ball and make sure that there are no like little eggs and roly-polies down in your soil. So I'm not an experienced container gardener. I think G Mama in the chat is a very experienced container gardener. And she has a lot of different things. We got Miss Shirley, who's been gardening for a while. I'm pretty sure she has stuff in containers. So I am not a container gardener pro, and they are. So if you have any questions, type it in the chat. I'm pretty sure they'll. Thank you, Ether. Thank you. Thank you. He said, I'm fitting to subscribe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, nematodes too. Nematodes too. So let's think about that. That's in your containers, right? So also, rough night but better morning. It's freezing cold. Yeah, it's freezing here too. Chanel says, I love container gardening. I know you do, sis, so much that you bring them inside. But hey, that's okay, right? So yeah, I'm getting into the container gardening. Last year I had a few containers. This year I'll have a few more containers. So I'm going to be doing, how does CC and them say it? I'm going to be an in-ground gardener. I am a container gardener. I grow in hydroponics, and I have green stalks. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? Right? So ornamental grass, cut it back about 4 to 6 inches. I don't really worry about the grass too much. Oh, I said it right? Thank you. You want to do both too? I feel like it's a happy balance to have both of them, right? Happy balance to have both of them. So let's start another one. So I just feel like the best thing to do is just, number one, do your research. You container garden on a balcony year 4, you normally just cut your plants out because you need to succession plant. That's a great idea. You enjoy container gardens. Miss T, you have a lot of containers. And now you got the green stalks, which allows you to grow even more. So it's like, do you have one of those? Are all your green stalks green tiers, or Three tiers, or do you have like the tall one? Do you have the tall one? Okay, and so here's another thing that I have to do this gardening season. Y'all know I have roses, so I needed to learn um, when to prune my roses, right? So let me just talk a little bit about pruning, right? So you, if your rose is center stage right in front of you, right? I learned in my research that you have to do the 3 Ds: dead, damaged, diseased, right? Find them and snip off the dead twig. Next, you're looking across the branches like two rub against each other. If you have two rubbing against each other, apparently they create a wound, or what do you call them? Yeah, a wound. So you'll remove the weaker one, and then you make the cut. So then you cut it at the 45 degrees. Container gardening is awesome when you need to move something and save your plants from the elements. Correct. 100% correct. Everybody's saying hello. You're 100% container gardener and you see some bugs in the soil but have not been harming the roots. Your containers are on grow tables as well. That's awesome. I used to have a grow bench outside. We took it down because the you have roses videos too. You got it right. Okay, thank you. So here's what I learned about roses, right? So if they're pencil thin, you can cut them out because the middle needs airflow. Did not know that. So I did my research, right? So pencil thin, they got to go, you trim them out. And then they say that right, the airflow in the middle of the roses. And then they say that you prune them at the end of the winter. And where's the other one? End of winter. And I had a note on it. End of winter, and I think they say the end of fall. Yours is 2 inches taller. Your green stalk is 2 inches taller than me. Well, then I don't like your green stalk, because you know I don't like those containers that are taller than me. Because who's trying to reach up high to get down? I can't. I can't. Your rice grows in ground beds, green stalk, hydroponic, anything. Okay. Walmart should have those big bag roses, but you like the hybrid tea roses. You're going to prune your rose bush at the end of the winter, right? You have a ton of grow bags, 3 green stalks. Oh, look at you. You have a couple hydroponic planters. Your plants are in containers, helped you move stuff around when the sun. Yeah. You use green stalks, normally 6 and 7 tiers, but you're not on the back. Okay. So those of you that have the real big green stalks, I got a question. Do you stand on a step ladder to get to the top tiers, or do you have them um, broken down? You have climbing roses and bare root in the ground. I don't know what that means yet. I'm gonna have to research it. I'm gonna have to research it. All right. So dead anything. Let's go back to the 3 Ds. You're gonna dead anything brown and brittle. Dead stems broken by the wind or snow, we're going to cut those off. And anything that's diseased, we're going to cut those off. Shash, you should have left that question off. You know, we got height issues according to some of these people. We do have height issues, but I just want to know, like, how do y'all, you can reach your 5'5" though. They recommend only getting the 5-foot one. Yeah, I'm shorty gardeners, right? I'm a shorty and I like it. So I can't have any green stalk that's taller than me. You also have climbing roses and knockout roses. I have knockout roses too. Then I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call the ones that are in the back, the yellow ones, but I love them. But they're so thorny that like I hate to like cut them, but sometimes I cut them. You use the step stool. That's right, the shorty one. Very. Folks, if folks ain't over 5'9", then they short too. Okay. Shade Sunshine, how tall are you? Let me know. All right. So they say, I read this. They say you want your rose bush especially the ones that have like the long stems, to look like a vase or a wine glass. So you want it to be small at the bottom and then grow up broad. I never knew that. So it's probably a climbing one. Maybe. Maybe. Who knew? Not 5'9". You keep saying it, but I'm going to be nice. Yeah, you be nice. I won't have to block you, J3, because I'll do that. Don't make me put you in timeout. We do that over here in this stream. We put people in timeout. I'm short and I ain't mad. Shorties get tall men. Correct, Shelly. Correct. Sunshine is my... Is she? You're 5'9", Rose? Okay, okay. We can't reach top shelves, but guess what? We got step stools, and I'm going to show you one in a minute, right? I'm going to show you one in a minute. So let's just go back to cutting the rose bush, right? Always cut at a 45-degree angle. Always cut at a 45-degree angle. And then when you're removing twiggy branches, we already said for airflow, we have no choice because every man is taller, maybe. Cut about 1/4 inch above an outward facing bulb. And any of the ones that look like pencils, they can come right off. Ah, that's right. And y'all have seen me take a whole ladder out in the garden and cut your tree greens back. Yes. You're about 5'10", and you're the shortest in the house? Really, Larry? I did not know that. I didn't know that Fortune was taller than you. You feel like you're tall, and you're only 4 foot, 5'4.5". That's right. You count that ½ inch, sis. You count that ½ inch. So now that we're talking about cutting, I want to know about you guys' tools. So let me type this in. Tell me. What tool do you find the most all right. So I'm just gonna I know that we all have a lot of different tools, but I'm gonna put a few of them in here. Let's see, hand pruners. Why my computer don't want me to be great? Hand, and then let's see. Okay. And I didn't put this in here to be funny, but I really want to know how many of you guys clean your shovels and hoes, like your garden hoe, okay? Let's see. Anybody? You're a solo gardener. This is your first community. Welcome to the community. So I've only been in the online gardening community for a little while, and I think they're great. I think they're great. When trimming roses, find the leaf with 5 leaves, cut below, and start a new branch. Okay, okay. You found loofah seeds yesterday. The store looked them up in tools. So let me just talk about this loofah seed. And Cece knows. So I've been watching Cece's Texas Garden. I've been watching, and I'm going to put her channel in the chat, right? And she had loofah this year. And Cece has convinced me that I should never grow loofah unless I have a bigger yard, right? It grows too big. So, Lady Mister, do you have a huge gardening space? Because you don't want the loofah grabbing the rest of the stuff. I believe she said she had one plant and it grew all over the place. You gonna try loofah next year? I don't know. That's a lot. You've been binging CC2. Listen, and then like one thing that I kind of want to do is I'm gonna drop this in the chat too. Shelly has a lot of greens, y'all. And I'm going to drop her channel in the chat too. Y'all check Shelly out. And while you're at it, since I'm doing it, right? Make sure you go in and you check out Forgin's channel. She got animals on her channel as well. So there's Forgin. And of course, Chanel doesn't have a channel, so she's in there. Thank you, Chanel. But check out my brother because he's doing some hydroponics. So you end up with a lot of greens every year. Listen, you wouldn't say your garden is huge, but it's enough for 5 families. All right. All right. Good. Wagon load of greens. That's right. She had a wagon load of greens. So I'm going to show y'all some hand pruners that I don't know if I threw them away, but if you leave them outside, they rust. I might have thrown them away. I think I did. So me too, Shelly, lots of greens. Can you just pot the loofah? I don't know, but I'm scared. CC, can you pot this loofah? Because it was a lot. Every time I would see her on her channel, as much as I know she loved it, yeah, she looked like she was almost overwhelmed by it. You scared of the loofah space-wise? Miss T sent you some seeds. Good luck. You're going to reduce something to grow loofah at least 1 or 2 plants. I think you might only need 1. Shelly harvest with a wagon because Shelly gonna get you because she had short little arms. Okay. Uh, Look at this moderator on moderator crime. I'm very private and shy too, so the channel, but I absolutely love gardening community. That's right. So Chanel, I don't have one for you because I know that you don't want people subscribing because you don't have any content. But let me tell y'all something about Chanel. She supports all the gardeners. If you go live and she finds you, she is definitely 100% in your stream, learning and all that. See you later, Nichols. Have a great day on purpose. All right. Have a very blessed day. So. But yeah, good morning, Ty. Good morning. Welcome back to the stream. Listen, I can't grow loofah, because I'm scared. I don't have the space for it, right? I don't have the space for it. Oh, okay. You're working your way up to posting more garden content. Listen, did you keep it pruned? Did she keep what pruned? Your loofah was in a pot and you only had 1? Yeah, Tamiko, how did you do with that? Maybe one day. Are you following each other? I think so. I think I did follow you. You had a pumpkin apocalypse last year, so spreading squashes are suspect. Okay. 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 So did you put seeds in my package you planted in the sand? I don't know. Did you put loofah seeds out? So Shelly could have. How big was the pot? Yeah, Tamiko, we waiting to figure out how big that pot was that you grew that loofah. It grew good, but it vined through everything. So, Tamika, that's what I was afraid of. I don't want my loofah spreading through everything. Y'all know that I have a control issue, and I need to control how these plants are, right? Thank you, Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley says, smash that like button, family. No, Shelly. I should, since you sent Chaz quail eggs. Yes, you should. Put some loofah seeds in her package. So this year I'm putting a trellis with the peas and other viners. You brave, Tamika. I couldn't do it. Control isn't just a Janet Jackson song. You right. You right. All right. So let me go back to talking about these shears. So for me, and this is what I learned online. I don't know. I'm going to try it this year, I think. I'm not sure yet. Right? So for me, the hand shears is what's hard to keep clean. So I'm going to tell you this trick. I don't know if I'm going to try it, but I want to know if any of you guys are willing to try it, right? They said the sand bucket. So it's perfect to keep in your garage or shed. So they said put a bucket of sand and mix it with mineral oil and plunge your tools right into them and pull them out, and the sand scours them, and clean the oil, leaves them thin and protected, right? Anybody willing to try that? I think I want to try that to clean my tools. And then the other things, be careful when you're sharpening. Do not, or sharpen them with gloves and stuff on. Make sure the blade is away from yourself. Make sure you protect yourself. We don't want anybody going to the hospital from trying to clean and sharpen their tools, get those tetanus shots and all of that stuff. You would try it? Okay, Chanel. I'm going to see if I could try it. This depends on if I find some sand. They said CC is the bestest. I bet. Shelly, your package will be there today. You asked for blue butterfly peas. I got some blue butterfly peas. I got some blue butterfly peas. You're bad at leaving your tools out. So yeah, try that trick, the sand and the mineral oil. The oil leaves a thin protective film too. So you put veggie oil in yours because it's cheaper. So you tried it and it works. You keep a bottle of alcohol in the garden too. What kind of alcohol? Do you guys do in-person meetups? Some of us. So I'm planning to later this year, springtime, do a trip to Maryland. And then I travel from time to time. So if I'm in anybody's area, I might drop it in my post. But also, you also have to be very, very careful who you meet up with, because we got some crazies. Chas, am I growing? I am growing Jamaican sorrel this year in pole. So I think for the most part, you use motor oil and sand. Oh, look at me. I learned something new. You're crazy. I'm kind of crazy too. For those of you that have the membership, you can come visit me. Maybe I will. You do a spray bottle of alcohol between plants. You'll be in Maryland. I think I'm going to be there around the same time as you. You're going to Bliss's thing. I think I'll also be there. I'm Shelly's guest. Motor oil slows the rust. Okay. So y'all knew about the oil and didn't tell me about it? Let me find out. So let's do some Q&As real quick before I show y'all what I got going on with the hydroponics, and before I start telling y'all what we're going to do for the week. So I tried to keep my topic a little bit shorter today because I want to show y'all what I did. I'm going to show y'all what I did last weekend. You also give a little alcohol spray when I prune protected wounds. That's right. Good morning, Sassy. You up early? You in Cali, right? You up early? Yeah, I've never seen it, so yeah, I'm gonna try it. Good morning. So we got any? This is hey, there you go. We all got to be somebody's guest. So everybody's heard of the sand and the oil, and nobody's told me about it. I don't know if I feel offended or anything. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm going to take y'all around the porch in a minute, because I did some things, some of the things you'll see drop on the channel. Let me ask. Good morning. We got somebody new in here. Good morning. Make sure when you're coming in, you hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you go in and hit subscribe. Let me see. Let me tell y'all, Vigo Garden trying to set me up. They keep sending me emails because they know I have shopping problems, and I'm waiting to buy things, right? I like to wait for things to go on sale. Everybody's saying good morning. No more questions. All right, so that was just a little bit of how I'm kind of getting ready for spring, but I'll show y'all what I did a little bit. Y'all know I don't like bugs, right? I mean, like the little gnats and stuff like that. Don't feel bad. A lot of random knowledge people don't think to share. Yeah, you got to share it. You received your package a few days ago. You're going to do a live mail call today. There you go. Matter of fact, speaking of mail call, I don't know if Herman's in here, but CC, I'm going to do yours too, because I didn't have time to put it in a video. So let me do a live mail call. Y'all know Herman. He frequents a lot of our streams. So let me just show y'all what Herman sent me. So Herman knows And most of you know that I love marigolds. So what I'm glad that even though he sent it in an envelope, Herman sent me a lot of marigold seeds. And I'm glad that he left them on the pods, because now I know that there's enough in here that are not damaged, and I'll be able to plant them in my garden. So Herman sent me some marigolds. And so thank you to Herman. Thank you to Herman. All right. So I've gotten a lot of things in the mail. So thank you for sending everything to my P.O. box out. I try to check it at least once or twice a week. And Cece from Cece's Texas Garden sent me some blue butterfly peas. So I'm going to put them in a container. Cece, you're going to have to tell me when I'm supposed to plant these peas, because I have no idea. And here's my question about the blue butterfly pea. I tried to go back to your stream and watch it, and I was watching it. I was watching it in your channel, right? Do you eat the blue butterfly peas? Does anybody eat them, or is it just you take the pea flowers for the teas? Chaz, if you soak your hibiscus sorrel seeds in paper towel and put it on top of your hydroponics light, they sprout fast. Mine sprouted in 3 days. Oh, marigold seeds for years to come. And I have marigold seeds. So great. Yeah. So do you eat the pea flower, or so you can't eat the actual peas, or just, I'm confused. Maybe I need to do some more research. I'm going to Google it a little bit more. I saw the blue tea, and I think that's very cool looking. You love chaos gardening? So I don't love chaos gardening, but my garden sometimes turns to chaos. So yes, you can eat the peas. Are they like snow peas, like string beans? Like what are they like? The pea pods is only for more seeds. So G Mama eat them, CC use them for seeds. Got it. Two different people do two different things, and it's okay, right? Okay. So let's see where we are. All right. You sure you don't like? I don't like chaos gardening, but so I know why you said that, Shelly. Let me tell the chat why Shelly says that. So y'all remember? I'm getting hot now. Y'all remember that live stream where I called myself cleaning off pea flower for your tea? Where I called myself cleaning off my shelf back there? I realized after the stream, I didn't really clean off that shelf. I took stuff off, I threw stuff away, and then I put everything back. So that wasn't cleaning off the shelf. So I took stuff off and then I put it back. Put my hat on. I like for my hair to feel protected a little bit. No chaos for you, please. It happens. What's the benefits? Yeah, I want to know the benefits. Experiment will suit you better. Yeah, I've been experimenting a lot with these hydroponics and seeds. So I'm going to show you guys the hydroponics and what we got going on. So I did rearrange it. And nobody in the chat, y'all didn't even say anything. Y'all sat there and watched me take stuff off that shelf and put it right back. Now, I did get rid of a lot of stuff, so it was helpful, and I reorganized it. So I should rename that stream reorganization, because I didn't clean off that shelf. I just took stuff off and put it back. You know, you say I put things down, I pick things up, I put them down. And that's exactly what I did. Oh, you said I don't like to get I do. Not everyone defines cleaning the same. That's true. Okay. My wife says that I'm chaos incarnate. Okay, I seen someone germinate seeds by wetting the packet in a Walmart bag and then throwing them outside in the corner. Oh. So I don't have enough space. Well, I do have enough space for chaos gardening. I take that back. I do. But I don't do that. But I will tell you what I did do. So let me ask this. I've been seeing a lot of y'all get I've been seeing a lot of y'all get seed mail. right? And I see a lot of y'all buying seeds, and I'm not judging because y'all will see on my channel soon why I'm not going to judge y'all with buying these seeds. Take the poll. For y'all that have gotten these seeds, are your seeds sorted? I want to know. Tell me. Are your seeds sorted? You wish you could put the video in the chat. Girl with soil did one bed chaos gardening on her channel. You may try that. I'm not trying that. I will say yes, but not as sorted as they will be. Is there a gardening Discord? So Rosie, funny you say that. I'll make an announcement later. But for those of you that don't have Discord, I'm going to ask you, for me, download Discord. I have a Discord channel, and I'll be posting it soon. For those of you that are going to be in the podcast, so podcast coming soon. We're working on it. We're making leaps and strides to get it done. I'll be sending out emails, I want to say between this week and next week, for those that are going to be in the first few episodes of this year's series of the podcast. So for those of you that put it on I think it was my 2026 goals where I spoke about the podcast. If you wrote on there that you want to be on the podcast, you're going to get an email pretty soon. And we're going to talk about it, but the podcast will be done in Discord. So if you don't have Discord, please do download it, get used to it. That's what we're going to use. It's the easiest tool. We're looking at another tool, but make sure you do that. But for Discord, I'm also going to have a Discord channel where different people can talk to each other, right? So in Discord, Discord was originally used for gaming, right? It was originally used for gaming, but people use it for different things. So Unique, you have Discord, shoot me your Discord name and I will invite you to my Discord channel. I just have to go through and set up the different, rooms in Discord, but we'll do that. The Discord is going to have some rules. I don't want anybody going in there and going haywire. Y'all know that I do not like mess, okay? I don't like mess. I don't like mess. So, which is why my stream is PG-13, and I will put you on timeout and all that other. It's been a while. So welcome back to Discord. We're going back to it, right? So we're going to have different Discord channels where everybody can talk to each other, get ideas, and I just feel like it's going to be helpful for the garden community. So I'm going to say, Miss Shirley, are you still in the chat? If you can get someone to help you get a Discord, let me know. That's right. Keep your drama to yourself because I don't want it. He said, wait, what? Yeah, keep your drama to yourself. Yes, brother. I was thinking it last night. I forgot to tell you. My bad. So yeah, shoot me an email. Go to the Goals 2026 video. Give it a watch in the comment section. Make sure you comment that you want to be on the podcast, and I'm going to look through and select people that commented, and I'm going to set up a schedule to do Discord, right? So Miss Shirley, the reason why I asked if you're still there, if you can get someone to help you set up Discord, I would love to put you in the podcast. So they're going to be about 30 to 40-minute interviews talking about gardening and all the things gardening and different aspects of gardening. So you don't know it and you'll look into it. Thank you. Thank you. What kind of podcast? Do you have to be on camera? So for this one, yes, we will be on camera. Good morning, Spence. I think that's Laura, right? I don't know. I think. Good morning. Good morning. So, yeah, I hope I can get Miss Shirley on it because I'm looking at like some of the, I'm going to say more seasoned, spicy, more seasoned gardeners to be on it as well, because I would love to hear their take on a lot of things, about how things used to be as compared to how it is. Yes, it's me, Laura. I thought so. I just didn't want to confuse it. So yeah, Laura's garden. So that's kind of what I want to do. Brother, we'll talk about it later, but yeah, I want to do big things in the garden community, and I want to make sure everybody is, I want to make sure it's helpful for everybody, right? Without me having to be a hall monitor teacher and everybody act appropriately, right? So let me just show you guys a few things because I've been dying to show you. Been dying to show you. So let me, how exciting. Hey, Nisi. All right. Okay, 65%. I'm going to end it. 65% of you say, do you think my seeds are sorted? Put a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you think it's sorted. Let me know. I can assign admins to help me out. I 100% will, because we don't want no mess. And I don't want to make, people feel uncomfortable. Right? Okay. Miss Shirley, you won't have your seeds sorted? You think I know where they are? All right, so I'm trying to be organized. Sometimes I'm organized and sometimes I'm not. Right? So, Nisha, yours aren't. You don't like the mess, Keisha, so yours are. Shelly, yours are. So, where is it? Okay. Y'all know this is what I put my seeds in, right? Look at there, only a piece of paper in here. And I'll show you where the seeds went. Just got another boatload from everyone. That's because you're blessed. That's because you're blessed. So, let me show y'all where the seeds went. Every single, with the exception of the 2 packets that I just showed y'all, all my seeds are sorted. So let me just show y'all. See, I have 3 boxes here, all sorted. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Yes, they are. And I'm going to come back and show y'all the hydroponics in a moment. Then I have 2 boxes here, completely sorted. Completely sorted. So I'm going to give myself, CC says it means I don't, so I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. Full transparency. It took me 2 days to do that. and I have more seeds coming. So I labeled, I sorted, I know what, I have a flower box, I have box that has herbs, then I have some that have like leafy vegetables for like fall, winter, then I have the ones that have like my, tomatoes and stuff, and then I have the tomatoes sorted out by, so this is how I have my tomatoes sorted out. I have my tomatoes sorted out by type. So I have my purple, bigger tomatoes, then I have my slicer tomatoes, and I have my cherry tomatoes. Yep, I know you had yours sorted. That's right, Unique. That's right. Let's see. Let me go back. Nice job. You're feeling bad for having you was feeling bad for having 2 boxes? Yes, I have 5 boxes. So my flowers are all in 1 box. And 1 box. Good job. Thank you, everybody. So I was kind of busy last weekend. I'm moving some of your seeds to photo case since you have a room. You just got more seeds. Look at that. Wow, amazing. Nicely organized. Okay. Cece, if you feel like I don't have enough seeds, I accept more seeds from you. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm caught up in the chat. You may need a box just for tomatoes. You're growing that many tomatoes? Okay. All right. So I'm trying to figure out how much time I have today. So before I get into, no. You don't have to send me any loofah seeds. I take that back. I take it back. The labels equals vines and bush. Oh, that's how you label yours? So I had mine labeled as, at first, I had my tomatoes labeled as determinate and indeterminate. And then I switched it up because I had like cherry tomatoes and I had slicer tomatoes and then I had Roma tomatoes. So yeah, and then so I have a tomato box that's full of the determinate tomatoes that I use to make sauces and stuff too. So you guys see behind me, Cece, you see that? She growing out of control back there. She's growing out of control back there. So today, I don't know if we have time to do it. If we don't do it today, I'll definitely do it tomorrow. But y'all remember Chrisette, how she had, yeah, that's you back there. Chrisette had brassicas in it. I cleaned her out. I did not record it, but I did clean her out. She's ready for a new planting. Don't know if we're going to have time to do that today because I want to show y'all what I got going on over here for a little bit. So you kind of, there is content on these systems, so I won't go in detail. And then while I have you on stream, let me just tell y'all a little bit. That's what you want to know. How are we preserving all these tomatoes? Yeah, answer it in the chat because I would like to know. So for me, I didn't freeze any tomatoes this gardening season. What I did was, and it didn't even last long, I made a lot of different sauces, like tomato sauces to use in like pasta and spaghetti. And I want to say we ran out of those sauces that I made over the summer, maybe about a month ago. So that tells me that I need to make more of those type of tomatoes and make more sauces. Jurassic Park back there? Yes. Yes, 100%. But I like it. You're going to learn about canning to make spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, and ketchup. That's great. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. So how else are you guys doing your tomatoes? Cece, what do you do with your tomatoes? Do you save them? Do you just eat them? We're going to see. So number one, you see I have my little fans here. I recharge them, and that's how I know when to take them off the plants. I alternate where they're going. And yeah, you're learning how to can is your gardening goal this year. So I tell you something, I'll do the water bath canning, but the straight up canning, I'm I'm gonna be transparent. I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't want something to explode. You can dehydrate and season the cherries for a little snack. Okay, I do have a dehydrator. Do I have a dehydrator? I think, no, I don't. I have a, no, I do have a dehydrator. I don't have a freeze dryer or whatever you call that thing. Okay, so let me alternate where some of these fans are. You have a pressure canner in the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move, because I've had this fan on this one for a while. I'm going to have it share and move it up to blow on these little basil leaves. Okay, here we go. And my basil got a little bit of brown on it, and I do have it dehydrated. Thank you. I know I did, but I couldn't be too sure. Let me move this out of the way. It's in my way. Okay. You can check out Gina versus Gina or TT Pantry or Homestead Heart to learn canning. That'll be a goal for another season because right now I'm just scared. I can't do it. I need a dehydrator. Your Cuban oregano is growing out of the cork, so you need to harvest it. Yeah. Okay. So let me turn the camera around. Let me show y'all Cece. Cece is the name of this hydroponic system. Check her out. She got cucumbers, tomatoes. There is some lettuce back there, but look how she's vining out, right? So look at the vine. And let me see if I could, she got baby cukes all on her. Baby cukes all on her. Where are they? Okay, so let me gently, see that baby cuke there? And there's a baby cuke down here. If you can see it. And then they're like all in there, right? So baby cukes. And then let me show y'all. See all those little cherry tomatoes? And then she keeps flowering. Right? She's flowering. Check her out. And you see I have like a little sticky trap back there because I saw some gnats. And y'all know I don't like it. So check her out. And if I get on my step stool, I can show y'all the lettuce maybe. The lettuce, she way in the back. So you see the little salad bowl lettuce back there? So salad bowl lettuce. And here's the thing about Cece, right? She's in a garden cube, one of my smaller systems. One of my smaller systems. And for this, because she's in a smaller system, I have to keep her watered even more. So that is Cece. I'm going to grab some water and some nutrients. And that's awesome. Believe it or not, I know how to water can bath. I'm just reading the chat for you guys. Yeah, salad bowl lettuce does grow. Yeah, you get a little thirsty, Cece. And let's see if I could. All right. Here we go. All right, here we go. So for this, I'll tell you, be aware for this system here, I've been putting in Trey Hodges. Thank you for subbing. I have an air fryer that dehydrates for now. I use dry, you dehydrate. I dry basil in a paper towel, and you learned it on YouTube. The last time I saw the cucumber plant, there was only one baby. So now, Rose, there are a lot of babies in there. And yeah, welcome, Trey. Yes, you do have an air fryer that dehydrates. You never thought that about that. Thanks, Rosie. Does your help with gardening? Does who help with gardening? No, he doesn't. Yes, expensive. So I have to. Miss Shirley, I think you were talking to me. Did you mean does your help with gardening? Does my husband help with gardening? If I'm not here, as long as I tell him what to do in the garden, he'll do it. But he says this is my hobby. This is my means of having therapy for myself. So like if I have a bad day or I'm frustrated, and my brother can kind of testify to this, if I need a means of like relaxing myself, if I need a means of relaxing myself, I'll come out and I'll like do stuff with my plants, whether it's seed sorting, looking at stuff online, researching stuff. When it's nice outside, I'll go outside. Country Hustle, good morning. I'll go outside. I will come on the sun porch during the winter time. So yeah, like he will help me if I ask him to. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So let me just, I see this time, I have you have an air fryer. That Cuban oregano is so thick, it takes forever, and your family uses the air fryer all day long. Woo! So this time I have a funnel. So how do I like my let pot as compared to the other systems? I don't think that I could truly answer that until I grow other things in it. Larry, Old Hillbilly, aka also is Larry in the chat. You said you're your wife's manual labor. My husband is also my manual labor. When I need things and I can't do it, he's who I go to. You're literally just putting basil in paper towel bag. Yes, the decompression. Yeah. So if you watch my intro video on my page, I talk a little bit about how I started gardening and why I garden. So far, which hydroponics is my favorite? The A-Hope gardens are my favorite so far. I like the garden cubes. They're small, they're great for beginners, but I think that I like a bigger system, and I feel like the salad bar, while I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to put water in her. I feel like this is great to start out, and it taught me a lot. But sometimes I feel like because it's so small and I'm growing big things in it, I get a tiny bit overwhelmed. But yeah, so far, and it could also be because mine too for the husband. It could also be because I'm growing something big in it. And for the A-Hope gardens, I've grown mostly brassicas, and they pretty much took off. I'll show you the brassicas in a minute. So giving Cece some water, then I'll come back and give her nutrients. And one of the other things that I've been testing with this garden cube is, see that? a whole liter plus of water per day she drinks. She very thirsty. All right. So this is the garden cube. This one was actually my second system. So let me just grab some nutrients to go in there, because every time I water, I also refresh the nutrients. So yes, Rosie, I tried drying it on your baker's rack, and I did an experiment with a paper brown bag, and it seems to dry them much quicker. Don't give me too much credit. I can't complain. That's a great idea. Yes, great idea about the paper bag. So gonna also give it A and B, and you'll notice that on my channel, for this one in particular, I'm only giving it A and B, and it's really because I want to know that the A and B works. And as a beginner hydroponics person, I also want to make sure I'm doing what the instructions say before I experiment too much. So that was B. Give it some A. And what I'm hoping is sooner or later, these cucumbers are big enough to eat, because I'm probably going to do a taste test. You see me grow plenty of lettuce on it, so this is my second round of lettuce on this system. Let's see, did we have somebody else come in? Okay. Carol is just speaking to everybody. Okay. All right, Nikki, hey. There is Nikki in here. Hey, Nikki, I can't see if you came in. All right. So that is Cece. She's fed water. Let me put her lid back up there. So yeah, look at how long these cucumbers, everything had grown so well. So everything is still growing well in this hydroponic system. So I had to do some troubleshooting. You'll see the video, I think, come out in a couple weeks. Yeah. Oh yeah, Carol, have you started your hydroponic system yet? I don't know if she's gonna do a video or not. I know she got it because she told me. So this is CC. Oh, you see that? It's grabbing onto my shelf over here. Let me move it, because I don't want to wrap it around, because I have to move things in and out of the shelf. All right. Don't do that. That's not nice. Okay. Dave, hello. How are you? Okay. So yeah, Carol, let us know. Have you started your hydroponic yet? Let me know. And then, if you guys saw this week, I did kind of like a hydroponics overview. And this week, you guys saw the one that I named after my grandmother, right? Oh, okay, you releasing the video today? Can't wait to watch it. So Carol, the miniature gardener, she got this is a parthenocarpic, parthenocarpic cucumber. It doesn't need, it self-pollinates, so, and it's an F1 hybrid. So if Carol set up her before mine, I'm gonna feel like a failure. Get on it, Rose, get on it. All right. So in Esther, you'll see, and there's an update coming on this one too, but check her out. This is one of my WIG entries. She has some giant purple mustards in here, some broccoli. The spinach is tiny, tiny back there, but I did get at least one spinach to germinate. Hi, Delightful Roots, how are you? Okay, yay, yeah. So check her out. This is and so I think someone asked earlier, which system do I like the most? So far, I like the A-Hope brand. I am actually going to move this one to this shelf and move this one to this shelf, just because of the light. And when I start this one, it doesn't need to be as tall, right? And you can see the let pot up here has herbs. Some of the herbs have not come up yet. Don't know why. I'm thinking about restarting it completely. Don't know. I started this one on stream with you guys, so we'll see what happens, right? So You just planted some patio snacker cucumbers and you think it's like that, hey, doesn't hurt to try. You have one that's still in the box, let's get it planted. Let's get it planted. All right, so let me show you what grew in the A-Hope before I took it out. So y'all know I had put these babies outside, but with the freezing temperatures, I bought them inside. So I got my 4 cabbages here. Check them out. See the 4 cabbages, and then there's the kale. And remember y'all were telling me to harvest the collard greens? So I've been harvesting the collard greens. And we had a good meal of them so far, so I just want more of them to grow. There's more kale, so I mixed the kale in with the collard greens, and we had enough for dinner one day. I'm probably going to harvest off of these pretty soon again. And this is the kale, and then I have it some in the green stalk. So let's talk about the green stalk. Notice how my voice changed there? It's like one of those dun dun duns, right? Yeah, everything is looking good so far. I want the weather to not be as cold so I can put the cabbages back outside. Don't know when. It's probably going to be like another week or so before I could put everything back outside. We'll see. But let me just talk about, yeah, grow big. We growing big over here. So, you know what? I forgot to do something today. And I'll show you what it is in a minute. Let's do this. So for everybody that have been in here today, let's see who get the memberships. So Keisha, Country Hustle, Angela Calloway, Gulf Coast Granny, Soil in my canoe. Welcome to the new members to the I ain't no punk. That's right, Unique. That's right. So welcome to all of Robert Patterson, New Jersey. It's cold. It's very cold. Very cold. Welcome to all the new members of the channel. So I just gifted 5 subs. Here's the thing about these gifted 5 membership. Here's the thing about the memberships. Make sure you have been watching you and Cece build your hydroponics. Okay, so you got some good tips. Delightful still in the box. Yeah, congratulations to the new members. So new members, please do go watch the members only videos that have been on the channel. I'm pretty sure you might, I think you're going to like it. Let's just say that. Soil in my canoe. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the new members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When I feel like I have enough members, I'll do a members only stream where I'll do a giveaway. But right now, I'm looking to get to a certain mark point, and so then we'll do that. Carol says, CC call. Carol says, call me if you have questions, Carol. So if you have questions on your hydroponics, call CC. That's right, because I also call CC. That was really sweet. You're amazing. Thank you. Out under a heat lamp with your citrus trees. Oh, okay. Oh, and I want to I want to buy a tree this year. And I want to research before I buy a tree because it gets cold here. It gets cold here very, very quickly. But I'm going to show y'all something that I did. You're going to see it on Monday's video. I'm debating. I'm going to take a quick poll. I'm going to ask y'all what y'all want to see today. We're going to do a quick poll. I'm going to put, what's next? Let's do this quick poll. What's my grow zone? I say it's like 6B, 7A. let's start this. See which one we have time to do. You're welcome, soil in my canoe. You're very, very welcome. So you see the poll? Let's take the poll. And while you're taking the poll, let's you're in the north. Yeah, James Purdue. Yeah, so I watch his channel too. I'm a subscriber of his channel too. Your wife your wife keeps potted plants beside her hydroponics and they seem to like it. CC cannot. Okay. Jegs. Come on now. You're welcome. You're welcome for the membership. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I meant to say it at the top of the stream, but we had so many people. I think we had hit 50 at one point. So when I feel like we hit landmarks, we're going to do something special for everybody over here. Because I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me this morning. I am going to, let me check, see how many people took the poll. 25 votes. You want to expose it? JDG can't have your phone number? Okay. You got a mini aloe that you were thinking of placing under it? You should. I heard that it does your regular house plants good. Make sure it's still, okay, my fireplace is still lit. So I'm going to give it a little bit. So this week in the chat, on my channel, I released a couple, 3 or 4 videos. And in those videos, there was a song. So if you guys heard the song, give me a thumbs up because I got a question about the song. If you saw the videos and you on my channel, it was good timing for me. You woke up early and it's one of those few times where you're off on a Saturday. That's amazing. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to be watering your house plants while listening in. Water those plants. Water those plants. Water those plants. Thumbs up. So you saw, okay. Did y'all like the song? Did you like the song? Did you like the song? Shoot me some hearts and stuff if you like the song. Okay. Let me know. The song was great. Perfect. I appreciate y'all for telling me the truth. Would you like to hear more of the song? Because the song is longer. Yes, Shelly, I'm on it today. Normally, I would have the moderated chat part of the thing hidden. What type of cuke am I growing? That's a parthenocarpic rodnichick. Matter of fact, I think I have, if I look at my seed boxes, yes, more of the song. Would y'all like to hear more of the song? Turn it off, you nosy. It was okay, brother. That sounds kind of like a hater comment. So, Tamiko, I'm going to let you know. You know I'm going to give you my honest opinion on if this cucumber is good or nasty. Plus, I'm not very good at hiding if it's nasty. Y'all could tell that from when I ate the quail egg. So if you want to hear more of the song, tune in, especially if you're going to be tuning into the podcast. As you can see, I keep plugging the podcast because it's going to be great. Great, great, great. I will give y'all a little cheat code. My brother is going to be the first person on the podcast. And if y'all have been tuning into his videos, you're going to know he crazy. So who knows what might come out in that podcast, right? My brother's crazy. Yes, brother, I said it. You're crazy. He says he gets it from me, but you're going to get blocks, Jag. He might. J3, you want to go in timeout? All right, we're going to expose the green stalk. And most of y'all probably don't even know what I mean when I say expose the green stalk. All right. So let me just preface it in this. Chanel, you might want to step away from the computer because I don't want you to be triggered by this. Yes, indoor cukes taste good. Tomato, just my opinion though, the quick snack cukes are really good. I accidentally grew a Japanese cuke and it was so fresh. Crazy apparently knows crazy, so I get it from you. Maybe. But you think you're doing amazing without the song. Just don't let the music. Exactly. That's why we only will you re-upload the Discord podcast. So the podcasts aren't going to be housed on Discord. They're going to be housed on YouTube. I'm only using Discord to record them. All right. So Chanel, you might want to step away from the computer because I know you get triggered when you see me doing stuff to the green stalk. So here's what happened. I'm going to give you the backstory. Y'all know I don't like fungus gnats. I don't like them at all. And you saw me on stream. You saw me on stream. I put the little gnat traps, the little stickies in the green stalk to see how much they would catch. Well, I came out here one day and a few of those stickers were full. So last weekend, I wasn't on stream, so I had a little time. And I decided, after discussing it with myself and some other people, I am still mad at you, Shelly, for sending me quail eggs. Yes, I am. Since I had some time on my hands, I have too much time on my hands sometimes. Mosquito bits do get rid of fungus gnats. Tune into Monday's video and you'll see how it came about. All right. So, mosquito bits. That's right. Here's what happened. Y'all see that? And you will see she's one tier lighter. That's because I decided that I'm going to take out all of the soil. I've been sterilizing, boiling water, and the plants that were in it are going to plant heaven or I've eaten them. And so I decided that over the course of the winter, before spring hits, we're going to, everything that's in here is eventually going to look like this. So I have to clean this one out. I'm going to add amendments to this soil that came out of there because I'm not buying any more soil. Like, I'm not buying any more soil, okay? So this is what I mean by when I say, I don't like gnats. I don't. I sent them to the upper room. Farmer Chas, I think you should try watering them with mosquito bits and water. You're right. She says, oh no, they're gone. Yes, they are. And I'm exposed. Okay, I think in my garden has a quick snack. Okay, so I'm going to amend the soil. All that soil is just one tier. I'm going to amend the soil. I'm going to clean out that tier. I'm going to put the soil back in there, right? So I'm going to put the soil back in there. After it's amended, I'm going to cover it. Then I'm going to start on the second tier. I'm going to take those plants out, either eat them or send them on their way to the upper room. God bless them all, right? God bless them all. So just grow with me. I also looked that up, but I don't think my other half would appreciate me bringing soil in the house and baking it. I did think about it. I did. I sat out on this sun porch for a very long time and I thought about it. I thought about baking it. How you doing, Jaden? So I did think about baking it, but I'm going to amend it. So what am I going to amend it with? What I'm going to amend it with is 10-10-10 fertilizer. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to have a balanced fertilizer. So y'all know that I want my green stalks, one of them for strawberries and herbs and flowers. And so when I was doing my research, they say that a balanced fertilizer will work with that one. So I'm going to put a balanced fertilizer in here, amend it after I clean that out. And I'm going to go tier by tier so that um, before the spring hits, I will at least have one green stalk completely done. And so the green stalk that's outside, everything in it must come out because that one has aphids. And I'm going to do the same thing, except for I'm going to try to clean off and completely uh, clean off the plants that are in it. So there's garlic in it. I don't think I could save that. And if you know how I can save the garlic, let me know. Ballots, pellets, or liquid. I'm going to use the pellets, like the granules, so that they can slow release as I water it when spring comes. So I'm going to use slow release in here. Maybe some powders. I'm probably going to record myself doing some soil amendments and post it on the channel so that I can get everybody's opinions about what I'm doing, because maybe I could do this a little bit better, right? So I'm not perfect. All I know is I do not like bugs. Do not like them at all. And what triggered me was I was sitting inside at my computer and I saw a gnat fly across my face. And in that moment I knew they had to go. And when I saw the sticky traps full, let me see if I got any more sticky traps. I think I took them all out of here. So when the sticky traps got full, I essentially just was like, yeah, I got to do something, and I prefer to do it before. If you sit it outside until the spring, won't it kill everything? No. Each tier wood holds about one big bag of soil. That's right, Shelly. And in that moment, I knew they had to go. Not in my house. Am I going to add perlite? I didn't think of that. I might. Maybe I should. If I do 10, 10, 10, you saying I still need blood meal and bone meal? Why? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of soil. So that's why I'm trying not to buy more soil, because I already spent a lot of soil. You gotta think, I have 2 of these things, and then each one there's like, so basically three big bags per green stalk. So I'm just gonna amend it. Each tier takes about 1 cubic. I use Happy Frog for your green stalk. I was looking for Happy Frog. None of the big box stores sell it, so I can have it shipped here. Good night, Jags, or good morning, or however you want to say it. I was looking for Happy Frog. They don't sell it, so I think I have to buy it online. I could do that. You want to use yours for onions and carrots. Pluck out the carrot, onion, and go inside. So that's why the Dollar Tree store tiers are much smaller. Yeah, pretty much smaller. So that's what happened to the green stalk. Okay. So let me just give you guys a small preview. You can only find it at nurseries and HEB grocery stores. Oh, got it. I'm a Happy Frog user too. Got it on sale at the Farmer's Crop here. I'm here? Question mark. J3, don't play with me. I will put you in timeout. Do you think you get more harvest from the green stalk or the garden? So for what I want to grow in it, the herbs and the strawberries, I'll get more because I'm not going to have strawberries out in the garden. Y'all remember what happened to my strawberries last year between the squirrels, the roly-polies, and whatever else? That's why I took them out of the garden. So for those things, I'll get more. But what I tell you, what I did notice was that I'm not going to grow peppers unless it's like one of those small snack peppers. I'm not going to grow the plants that I would normally grow out in the garden because in-ground gardening plants get bigger. Thank you, Shelly. Got to make an example out of somebody. Um, Birds didn't let me be great with strawberries. There you go. So even in my green stalks, Cece did something that I liked. I'm going to buy the little fake strawberries and sit them in there so that even when the birds do come to the green stalk, they'll pluck and then they'll leave it alone after a while because they're going to be like, these not real. So that when the real strawberries come, I can have them. I can have Camille come out and pick them. Yeah. So that is what I'm going to do. So Cece, I glad I saw that on your channel. Someone had told me about it and I had forgot. So I was like, oh, that's something that I need to get. You're going to have heck of strawberries. That's right. A lot of strawberries. So, and the reason why I'm putting the herbs out there with the strawberries is because they're great companion plants. You use fake strawberries too? Happy Frog is $36.99 for 2 cubic feet at Walmart. So, are you saying, I just want to know, are you saying that I should probably discard this and just put Happy Frog in there instead of amending it? Maybe what I'll do is this. The green stalk that's outside, I'll put Happy Frog in and get rid of that soil. And then the one that's inside, I'm going to amend the soil and then try that and then do a test so that at the end of the gardening season, I can compare maybe. Yeah, Tamiko said that's expensive for dirt. Oh, that's funny. No, amend your dirt. So yeah, that's why I say, are we buying Walmart roots this year? I'm not buying Walmart roots. I actually think I bought some strawberry seeds and I know it's going to take them a long time to grow, but I'm going to designate a hydroponic system to see if I can grow some strawberry seeds and then put them in the thing. Walmart strawberry roots. I don't know, J3. I never saw strawberry roots at Walmart. I was in Whole Foods yesterday and I saw 37.56 at a nearby Home Depot for 40 pounds. Of what? How you doing, Odom? $200 if you're in Texas. I'm not in Texas though. I'm gonna have to, you know what? Whenever I find my phone, well, I'm using my phone. We don't waste soil. It's expensive. That's true. If you do buy Walmart roots, get them as soon as they put them. Why, did something happen to them if you don't buy them right away? 40 pounds. Home Depot. Huh. Now y'all have me thinking. Tell y'all what. When I end this live, just go in for me, put in the comment area what type of soil you're using in your green stalks. I'm going to do research and do pros and cons, and I might do it. I don't like to test certain things on on my stuff that I know that I want to keep permanent. I need a solution. I will not spend that much money on soil. Not gonna happen. Chas, my strawberries and hydroponics are getting their true leaves. Oh, so it doesn't take that long. That's interesting. Normally get their stock in the end of January, February. Shut up, brother. Send me some happy poop. I'm not putting that compost inside of my hydroponics. All right. So, from today's live stream, number one, we had a good crowd today, a full room. So everybody give yourself a round of applause. We covered, what we're ready for spring, some of the stuff we do. So let me just say this because my brother put it on his channel. Y'all, rich black man is the rich sibling in the family. Because he said on his channel that he said that I was, and I'm not. So anyway, I just needed to say that. Yes, smash that like button. Round of applause for all of you for staying engaging this morning. Round of applause for all of you that woke up to hang out with this morning. Guess what? We're going to be back tomorrow. And tomorrow, for those of you that saw, where are they? Where are they? For those of you that saw it, oh, let me just show you what I got. I actually have two of them. So I'll show you what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to talk about seed starting and what I got. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about seed starting, and I'm going to be seed starting in my green stalk. So I have two of these, one of which I'm going to do on stream. Thank you, CC, for dropping the mods chat in here. Go ahead and drop the rest of them. So yours, Shelly's, Rich's, Forgings. So tomorrow we're going to be seed starting live. I'm going to talk about seed starting. Did I try the black gold soil yet? That's what's in my winter sowing. So thank you for dropping all of the mods chats. There were a lot of what I call deliverables in this one. So number one, go back to the goals video if you want to be on the podcast. Drop your request in there. I'll review them. We'll go through it. Like I said, it's not going to start immediately because I have some test questions and some testing to do on Discord. So thank you everybody for joining. Tomorrow we're going to be seed starting in my green stalk. And I have some work to do before the stream because I haven't even decided what I'm going to plant. So in the comments as well, after the video is done, after this live stream is done, make sure you go in and tell me what you think we should be planting. I'm about 14 to 12 weeks away from my first frost. So I want to do some seed starting in these trays. We're going to talk about the trays tomorrow. We're going to talk about the diagrams that came with the trays, and we're going to talk about seed starting in general. So see, I like the commercials sometimes, okay? So we're going to be talking about seed starting for sure tomorrow. So goodbye, everybody. Oh, and make sure you go back and watch last week's content so that you can see what's in this box before we start the stream tomorrow so that we don't have to go over and talk about what came in the box. All right, so the box is great. I like the box, and we're going to open up the box and have everything tomorrow. So everybody, make sure you go have a great day on purpose, right? Great day on purpose. Stay warm, stay safe, and do all the things. I'll see you guys back here at the top of the stream tomorrow, 8 a.m. Make sure you're here at 8 a.m. Peace, everybody.